All right, today I'm introducing to you a new belt at Hunterworks called the Rocks and Mud. This is a 925 RM opposed to our 925 TC. What does it fit? It fits the 16 to 26 presently RZR turbos. This is August of 25. It fits 24 newer Xpeditions. It fits 24 newer RZR 1000s, and actually 18 three-seater and 19 and forward Ranger XP 1000s as well. This is actually, and we'll get into more detail, this is actually our Ranger XP 1000 belt doing dual duty as a rocks and mud belt on everything else. Now, how's that possible? So the short of it is all of these vehicles have the same size clutches on them. I call them turbo size clutches, the large diameter clutches. So they can run one belt, but how do you make that belt? All right, normally for all these faster machines that we're talking about today, all the RZRs, you're going to want to run our 925 TC, which is our new belt that is a thinner, a higher grade material that can hold a lot of horsepower, and it runs cooler. You would want that if you're in and out of the throttle, you're ripping around, you're a dooner, you're a high speed guy. That is who this is for. Of course, that would leave some to be desired if you say, well, I'm a rock crawler, I'm a technical rider, I'm a big tire, slow moving mud guy. You know, you're gonna want the newer 925 RM that is wider, a little longer, and certainly thicker. I get Hunter to zoom in here, and if you look here at the top of the belts, it should be quite obvious. That provides more friction. It provides strength when it gets squeezed in those high load situations down low. The negative is it's not going to take all the heat from high speed running. So if you want to do all that, you know, you go, well, I do it all. I do not want to change belts. I go from rock crawling to dunes, and I'm not changing the belt. You better stick with our regular turbo belt. If you go, hey, I've been dying for something to engage immediately and has a lot of belt grip because I specifically rock crawl, technical ride, that type stuff, then this is going to be the belt for you. I mean, it engages, depending on how your clutch is set up, but it engages almost immediately. You're going to see a significant improvement on engagement RPM. It leaves a small amount of space between the clutches to allow for slight misalignments. I will say this, is if you had an old belt, an old OEM belt, or even this one in particular, it didn't matter, and it was worn, but you had a slight alignment issue, and it was sitting over here, say, to one side of the clutch, and then when you put the new wider one on, well, it might actually touch, but all you'd have to do is add or take away shims in your secondary to get your alignment back. By the way, we sell a pack of 3 shims for those who need to add them. Add them moves in a belt toward an engine, taking them out moves it back. But anyway, I think you're really going to enjoy this belt. We're going to offer a combo pack with both belts. I got them upside down, sorry about that. But we're going to have a combo pack. If you say, hey, I like to rock crawl on Saturday and dune on Sunday, and I don't mind changing belts, you ought to be changing your clutch setup anyway, because on Saturday you need weight in the flyweights, and Sunday you need to take some weight out because you need RPM. Swap belts, and we give you 20 bucks off for buying a combo. This, like I said, is just something new for us. It was specifically designed for the Ranger XP 1000, but does double duty here versus in the past, the Ranger was the one having to get the double duty, and it was using the older turbo belt on it. So now we got some choices of 2 instead of 1. And I will say that on choices. I'm well aware that we have competitors that have 5 or 6 choices. And of course, I work with the largest belt manufacturers here in the U.S. Ours are made in the U.S., not all of ours overseas. And there is absolutely zero reason to have any more belts than 2. 3 would be a 100% stretch, but any number over that, you're going to get a lot of carryover, and I'd be willing to bet if you ordered all 6 for the same vehicle, you'd probably end up with some of the same part numbers. Speaking of part numbers, and I'll say this, and this was going to change, there was we changed what we actually use for part number on these belts. So the initial run has a 925TH WH on it. That will not stay. It will actually be 925RM. But rest assured, if it says RM or TH, WH, it's same belt. Just we changed our mind on the part number. All right, any questions? Todd at Hunterworks.com. Make sure you subscribe and like to keep up. And I will also tell you that as soon as you see a belt on Amazon that says Rocks and Mud, it will be this one. If you are purchasing it for a Ranger XP1000 and you want the latest and greatest for the Ranger, again, this is August 25. I would wait a month or two to let our old inventory work out of Amazon's inventory system. And if you buy it directly from Hunterworks or Hunterworks One today, that is the belt you will get, the new one. All right, thank you guys.